The number of patients with depression in Korea has increased by more than 30% over the past 5 years, surpassing the milestone of 1 million for the first time in 2022, according to data.
우리나라 우울증 환자 수가 지난 5년간 30% 이상 증가해 작년에 역대 처음으로 100만 명을 넘어선 것으로 나타났습니다. Okay, so let's have a brief look at this. Break it down for us.
Well, according to data from the National Health Insurance Services, the number of patients treated for depression has actually increased every year since 2018. In terms of gender, the number of women treated for depression is more than double the number for men. It's about 67% of the patients are women.
Yeah.
By age, the largest number of patients were in their 20s. It's just over 18%. So if we consider both gender and age, the group that's most vulnerable for depression is women in their 20s. This was about 12% of the total. And this group also saw the steepest increase in depression patients over the last 5 years. It's actually increased 110%.
와우, 지난 5년간의 데이터를 놓고 봤을 때 특히 20대 여성 같은 경우가 정말 많이 늘었다, 우울증 환자가요. 이렇게 볼 수 있습니다. But I think when we have stories about depression, especially stats about depression, we have to take it with a pinch of salt because if we think back 100 years, 200 years ago, there was no mentioning of depression or, going to get help from a psychiatrist or medical help, simply because the concept and the idea and the medical facilities were not there. So sometimes I think it's not necessarily that there are more depressed people, although I'm sure that's true as well. It's not just that. I think now we just have more awareness of it.
Right, there's more diagnosis.
Yeah,
Sure.
exactly.
Right.
So, there could be still a lot of people out there who are depressed but never go and see a doctor or are not diagnosed.
Yeah, and also like let's be honest, mental health conditions and talking about depression and mental health and openly saying you talk to therapists was a bit more open in the West for a while.
Sure.
Not so much.
It was quite taboo, actually.
In Korea. So could it be that now people are accepting it, or it's considered a bit more socially acceptable to seek help? So could it be because of that as well?
I think that's a fair
another
evaluation.
reason that we might take these figures with a pinch of salt, as you said.
Exactly. Take something with a pinch of salt라고 하면은요. 이것을 그냥 이 데이터상의 숫자상의 뉴스 그대로 받아들이기보다는 조금 더 넓게 해석을 해라라는 뜻이 되겠는데요. 이렇게 우울증 환자 수가 계속 늘고 있다라는 데이터는 분명히 있습니다. 그리고 분석을 해서 성별별로, 나이별로 다 있기는 합니다만 진짜 우울증에 걸린 환자가 많아진 것인지 우울증 진단을 받는 사람들이 많아진 것인지 이런 것도 이제 다시 한번 분석을 해볼 필요는 있을 것 같고요. 자, 그런 점을 감안하면서 표현 보겠습니다. Let's have a look at the first expression, to surpass.
Surpass means to exceed something. So a lot of times we'll talk about, exceeding expectations or surpassing expectations, meaning you didn't expect something to be as good. Most people didn't. It was better. So a lot of times that'll be, for example, the success of a movie or an album, a song, even an athlete's performance, a team's performance could surpass expectations.
surpass. 뛰어넘다, 능가하다. And milestone.
A milestone is a important event or an accomplishment. It kind of just marks progression.
Yeah.
So a lot of the times milestones are those big round numbers, right? So, and this is true on the weekend, Heung-min, he scored his 200th goal in Europe.
Wow.
So that's a milestone.
Yes.
He reached that milestone of, even though 199 goals is also a big accomplishment, when it's those big round numbers, we usually point to those as milestones, a 20th anniversary, wedding anniversary, a 50th birthday, or when a company reaches a 100th anniversary, or a couple years ago, Morning Special,
We had our
25th
anniversary.
Right,
Yeah.
so a big number like that.
맞아요. 자, 그래서 어떤 중요한 단계를 우리가 보통은 milestone이라고 얘기할 수 있습니다. 아기 때부터 생각하면 아기가 처음 말을 하는 그것도 milestone이고 처음 발을 떼서 이제 걸을 때도 이것도 하나의 milestone이 될 수 있고요. 아까 손흥민 선수 같은 경우에는 200번째 거울을 유럽에서 이제 슛했다. 이거 큰 milestone이라고 볼 수 있겠죠. But this time we're looking at a bit of a negative milestone when it comes to cases of depression.
Right.
Yeah.
It surpassed that 1 million number. And obviously,
Yeah.
1 million is a big round number,
Yeah.
so that's why they've pointed this number out.
네. 자, 그럼 다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. The number of patients with depression in Korea has increased by more than 30% over the past 5 years, surpassing the milestone of 1 million for the first time in 2022, according to data.